Ah, shit. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Life's almost like being in love. I'll be glad when this is done. I was gonna do this first part. Standing, but my body says no. My lips say yes, but my body says no. They really shouldn't. I was gonna say they shouldn't let me out in public. They just shouldn't have let me out. They had me twice. They just kept letting me go. Why? Let's see what Willie's Roadhouse has to sing. Two 6-packs away. I've been there many times. Let's see if we can muster up enough. Magic, magic everywhere.
Walter, before we begin today, I had a meeting with the... Walter, before we begin today, I had a phone conference.
I'm making up the words as I go. Sooner or later, I'll find them all.
Well, there's no way. La, 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 la.
So let's move on through this, shall we? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Damn you, Mayor. Catch a tiger by the toe. It's never gonna be the same. Ah! Inside joke. She'll get it. Damn it. So let's see. Let's talk. We did following, we did singing, we did mayor. We did very off. We did the bits. All three of them. Safety meeting. I noticed that very often, and I said, it's the secret ingredient. Very often these videos accompany safety meetings, and it's interesting to me because I know when people hear safety meeting, they think of the alcohol and whatnot, that the partaking that goes on. And that's fair, but that's not what safety meetings are about. Safety meetings are a very rare and unique experience. They are such an inspiration to me. I come back. I've always felt very videorific after safety meetings for years because they are this completely safe, relaxed environment. It doesn't always seem that way necessarily, but it is a safe and relaxed environment where everyone can just be. And so life happens and it's natural and it's about the spirit. And that's why I love safety meetings. They just soothe the soul. And I think the mayor will attest to that today, because when I showed up at the safety meeting, no offense, my dear, but the mayor was a little bit rough around the edges. I was gonna use harsh language, but it's not appropriate. If it had been slightly appropriate, I'd use it. I was gonna say she was being kind of a bitch, but she really wasn't. She just was. See, language is important. Lesson of the week, language is important. It's really not how you say it. It is what you say. So she wasn't being she just was a little rough around the edges and a little harsh, and she knew it, and she had no problem announcing it, like, "Brr, I'm in a mood, brr." But by the end, it was a complete, like, 180. She had gotten to that space. She let out her, and that's what safety meetings are about. They're about the healing and the spirit and the inspiration and the camaraderie and the just people being people. Boom. And that's why I always come back feeling so very inspired and fired up and ready to go. So when you hear safety meeting, yeah, I'm probably a little inebriated, but only a little. Some of it's just act. Or is it? I mentioned this at the safety meeting as a way to hopefully help the mayor feel a little bit better about her slump and frump today. I was like, I woke up into a depression yesterday morning. Like, I don't know, I had enough of this shit yesterday morning. I had enough of this shit yesterday morning. I had enough of a lot of shit yesterday morning. But I muddled through it. I muddled through it, and I knew that if I just kind of gave it a breath and relaxed, I would eventually come out of that same depression. I just needed to. And I did. I woke up this morning feeling freaking awesome. I was so ready to go for the day and for life. So it happens. Cycles and rhythms. And I don't know if that's an observation or a theme. Maybe it should be the lesson, and whatever I just said was the lesson should be a theme. See, Mayor, I forget that quickly. Once it's out, it's done. I'll remember what it was when I edit. Anyway, sometimes before it comes out, it's done. I'm going to remember when I edit this. I was making a point and I lost the words. Oh, and all I did was see depression. I think we forget. And this ties into something else that I'm trying to decide which order to mention them. So Niffer checked on me yesterday and she said, "How are you?" Or maybe that was even earlier today. "How are you?" And I said, "I'm okay." She's like, I know you're okay, but I also know you're hurting, and I know you say it is what it is, but I know you're hurting. Yes, I am. Like the girls, losing the home, my life, I'm hurting a lot. However, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about this except keep doing the best I can to put myself back together and see what I can do better next. The princesses, there's absolutely nothing I can do but wait for them to decide if they want to do something different. 30, and it's not even so much that I mind the waking up at 2:30. It's the fact that because I'm getting up at 2:30, by 7 I'm ready for bed. 7 at night, by the way, just to be clear. And I just do not know how to break it. I try to stay up a little past 7. The other night I know I made it to like 9. That didn't help. One night I went to bed at like midnight. I didn't wake up at 2:30, but I did wake up at 4:30. Like 6 weeks now I've been doing this. I don't know how to change it. My elbow's been hurting and I don't know why. Like real bad. I've been on quite a few patterns lately that I'm not thrilled with. Oh, time to start the stuff. I don't think they ever tell us like who Rourke is, which is one of the reasons I'm fascinated with the original, because they didn't ever say, at least not in the original, because Ricardo Montalban, who, by the way, I think is a fabulous Rourke, he said since they didn't know, he chose to believe that Rourke was a fallen angel